फ्रेंड्स, आई एम सिमरन। वेलकम टू आवर चैनल आरोग्य। आज मैं आपको लेकर आई हूँ कपूर एक्यूपंक्चर क्लिनिक में। जैसे कि आप सभी को कंफ्यूजन होगी एक्यूपंक्चर और एक्यूप्रेशर को लेकर। एक्यूपंक्चर एक मोड ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट है जो कि बहुत ही हॉलिस्टिक है। तो चलिए आज आपको मिलवाती हूँ डॉक्टर रमन कपूर से। हम उनसे जानेंगे एक्यूपंक्चर क्या होता है और इसके ट्रीटमेंट्स क्या हैं।
Hi, I am Dr. Raman Kapoor and I head the Department of Medical Acupuncture at Sir Gangaram Hospital. I have been practicing acupuncture in India since the last 38 years. The Department of Acupuncture at Gangaram was started by me about 22 years ago, and today I would be talking to you about acupuncture. What is acupuncture? Because the awareness about acupuncture in India is very poor. So most of the people don't even know acupuncture and they confuse it with acupressure. So first of all, let me clarify, acupressure is a do-it-yourself technique. You don't need to be a medical doctor to practice acupuncture, whereas to practice acupuncture, you need to be a doctor. So the science of acupuncture is very traditional, it's more than 2000 years old, and now with modern scientific methods, we have been able to do more work, research work on this, and today WHO recognizes acupuncture as a medical science and also has a list of conditions on its website wherein it recommends acupuncture to be used as a first line of treatment. Now when a patient comes to us in our clinic for the first time to get a diagnosis and a treatment done, we will first do a computerized examination on a machine which is known as AccuJing. Now what an AccuJing does is, it measures the energy flow through all our 24 meridians. There are actually 12 meridians in acupuncture and they are located bilaterally. So in all there are 24 meridians. So we make the patient hold a probe in one hand, and with the other probe we measure the energy flow, which is nothing else but the electrical energy flowing in our body. So once we have measured the electrical energy flowing in our body, we get a graph. So this graph gives us an indicator as to which particular meridians in our body are imbalanced, and that helps us a lot in the treatment of the patient. Then once the patient comes to the treatment room, we will first take a detailed history of the patient, find out what are his problems, what is he come to us for, and then do the traditional methods of diagnosis which have been done for years and years as a traditional method, which is known as tongue diagnosis and pulse diagnosis. So when we do a pulse diagnosis, that also gives us an information as to where exactly is the blockage of energy in our body. And the tongue also gives us a lot of indicators about the disease processes and which particular organs in our body are affected. Once we have done these diagnostic methods and come to a conclusion and also try to correlate those diagnostic revelations with the history of the patient, we decide a treatment protocol. Now this treatment protocol consists of the acupuncture points at which we will be putting the acupuncture needles. So classically there are about 365 acupuncture points known in the body where a patient can be treated for a disease, but then on each individual patient we do not normally put more than 10 to 15 needles. A lot of people are very afraid of needles, thinking that probably it will be a painful process, but let me tell you, it is a totally painless process because these needles are hair thin needles and they are pre-sterilized single use disposable needles. So once a needle is used, it is not used again and they are disposed of after each session of treatment. The needle methods, in addition to the body acupuncture needles, there are some special techniques which I would also like to enumerate, which includes ear acupuncture, because our ear, when you see the shape of the ear, is nothing else but an inverted fetus sitting in the womb of a mother, the shape of the ear. So this is beautiful because the point at which ladies wear the ear ring is nothing else but the eye point of acupuncture, and it has got a scientific reason for it, because when you put gold at the eye point of acupuncture, your eye muscles don't get weak very soon, and that is the reason if you do a random survey, you will find more men wearing glasses than women, because gold is a stimulant and the point at which that ring is placed is the eye point of acupuncture. So in this small ear, there are over 80 acupuncture points wherein we also use small needles, which are known as miniature needles. They are not the normal body needles, but they are very fine needles. They are specially made for the ear use, and patient doesn't even feel when we are putting those needles. And these needles are embedding needles, and they can be left inside the ear for as long as about 10 days with no problems at all. So suppose a patient comes to us and we have to give a gap of about a week's 10 days time between two treatment sessions. We can put these ear needles and still the patient can go back and the treatment effect continues. Then there are methods which are in addition to these ear needles, we also have body needles. So again, body needles can be placed at specific tender spots, like for example, say a patient has got a chronic back problem and he has got many points at which he feels very painful, or a neck pain or a shoulder pain where he has got a lot of pain or stiffness. So these points are located by us, and at these specific points also we can place miniature needles which are known as body press needles. And once we place these needles, they can be also left with the patient with no problems for at least a week or so. Then I come to the needle-less acupuncture, and these techniques are also important to discuss because a lot of people are very apprehensive about needles. They are fearful of the word needle also. So for such patients, we also have needle-less acupuncture. So amongst the needle-less acupuncture techniques, the ones which we are commonly using in our practice and which are worldwide established, one of them is cupping, which is creating a vacuum at acupuncture points. This cupping treatment is very effective when we treat back pains, cervical spondylitic pains. So this is great for that type of conditions. Then we have what is known as gua sha therapy or scraping therapy, wherein what we will do is we will use an oil and apply that oil over the area of pain where the patient has got pain, and use a special comb which is used to scrape that oil over that area. Then another needleless technique method is laser acupuncture. All of you must have heard about lasers being used in surgery, but we also have soft lasers which are used specially for acupuncture. So these are the 760 nanometers, the 850 nanometers lasers, which are soft lasers, which are non-invasive lasers, and we can use these lasers at the area where the patient has a problem. Like for example, patient has a knee pain, so you can place the laser machine over the area of the knee, and again, because you are not using any needles, patient can comfortably take this. So patients who are needle apprehensive can also take acupuncture very safely. Then another method which is also used very effectively for patients who are needle apprehensive is known as color puncture. In this, different colors are used at acupuncture points. Like for example, a patient has got deficiency. I will give you an example of color puncture being used in small children. Now small children do not like needles being pricked. So in small children, ideally we do not use any needles. We will only use color puncture. So like autistic children are there, we get all type of patients who come to us. So in such children, there are different colors beams are used at acupuncture points. So important is to remember that we have to be very appropriate and exact about the acupuncture point at which we are going to use this color probes. So the color probes come in different colors, right from violet, indigo, green, orange to red. So red would be a color which would be normally be using for patients who have got who are very deficient patient, means generally patients who have no energy in their body, or who feel lethargic all the time, or weak or tired all the time. So these are the patients wherein red will be the color of choice, and blue with the other extreme color would be on patients who would be having pain, acute pain, or patients who have got, say for example, a diabetic ulcer where there is inflammation and we want to treat that without needles, so we can use color puncture in those patients. Then a new technique which I recently learned and which we are also using in our practice is known as PNST, which is known as peripheral nerve stimulation technique. This is a Japanese style of acupuncture. I went to Japan last year especially to learn this technique from a professor of neurosurgery who has developed this technique. This is known as a PNST, and there is a special probe which he uses. He doesn't use any needles at all. So the probe is got a pointed tip to it, and he uses the knowledge of dermatomes. So as medical doctors we knew about dermatomes, but we never utilized that knowledge for therapeutic purpose. But he has designed an entirely different methods of diagnosis by the dermatome theory, and according to that he decides on which particular points in the body he will use that probe to stimulate the end points and get the same results as which we can get with needles. So this is another very effective needle-less technique. So a lot of people who would be still apprehensive, they can think about taking acupuncture as a modality of treatment wherein they will not have to take needles and still be able to get results. Another method which is also used in needle-less is known as ultrasonopuncture, wherein instead of putting needle at an acupuncture point, we will use ultrasound waves at acupuncture points. And last but not the least, we also use Accutron, in which this is developed by an American doctor, in which instead of putting needles, we use milliamp and microamp pads at the acupuncture points and pass milliamp and microamp currents through that. But again, it's absolutely painless and absolutely safe and very effective also. So the most of the needle-less devices which I have talked to you, they are great for pain management, and they are great for use in children and maybe very elderly people who might not like the needles. So I think this covers up almost the entire gamut of different methods of treatment which we are using in our practice. So today I have discussed all the different methods of treatment with needles as well as without needles with you. And if you have any interest in getting acupuncture done for the problems which you are facing in your day-to-day life, any disease processes also, you are most welcome to think about acupuncture as a modality of treatment for treatment of your disease. Thank you very much.
जी हाँ, एक्यूपंक्चर से बहुत सारी बीमारियाँ ठीक होती है। ये एक होलिस्टिक मोड ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट है। इस ट्रीटमेंट को आप भी अपनाइए। फिर ऐसी आप सभी के लिए एक इन्फॉर्मेटिव वीडियो लेकर आएंगे। तब तक के लिए देखते रहिए हमारा चैनल आरोग्य, और इस वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर ज़रूर कीजिए और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलिए।